Here in Bremen, they are honoring their seniors. And on the basketball team, they've posted the most wins in the season since 1999. It's a festive atmosphere in the Mint City, and an old rival has come to town to spoil the party. So now you are looking live at the Lions Den here in Bremen, where tonight it's a top 10 showdown between small school rivals. The Triton Trojans and the Bremen Lions get together for the 79th time on this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. That's my business and broadcast partner, Angelo and Carlo. Craig Heatherly is with us courtside. I'm Chuck Freeby, and it's so good to have you with us for another exciting night of high school basketball in Indiana as we wrap up the regular season. And the Triton Trojans doing what Jason Grove's teams always do. They just kind of quietly go along, and the next thing you know, they're 17-3.
Yeah, and they won their conference outright, which is always something that's very impressive for them to do. They went all the way to semi-state last year with a very young group. Now they have a lot of senior leaders on this team. They would love to make another deep playoff run. Of course, they have counts in regionals if they make it out of sectionals, so that isn't lost on anyone. But, of course, this is a huge game to help prepare for the postseason.
And we had a chance to hear from the Triton coach just moments ago.
I would just say just other guys stepping up. You know, Jaden Overmeyer inside has been really good for us since then. Brady Wood, sophomore, keeps getting better every game. You know, we have the seniors, Landon Patrick, Gage Riffle, Julian Swanson, but those other guys are really starting to come along.
As we mentioned, Bremen's best season since 1999. They have 18 wins already in the book, but they were 15-0. They're only 3-3 in their last two. Part of the reason for that has been an illness to their star player, Chase Devine. He's back now. We'll see if he can go at full speed tonight.
I mean, you're talking about a kid who averages 22 points per game as a junior. He was sick in one of their losses last week, did not play in the loss Friday night then against Concord. He is the stir that stirs every drink. You remember Brady Scholl from Friday night for Northridge? More of the same from Chase Devine. Now, how healthy he is in this one here tonight will be a big factor on Bremen's success.
But we mentioned the rivalry between these two schools, and Matt Miller knows it's really special.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. For boys basketball, it's certainly the top of my list for rivalries. I mean, what I think of so highly is I think of Triton as a really, really high-level program. And not because I think of that way, they just are. And so I think along the way, we've had to do everything we can to keep up with them, honestly. So, you know, there's some other sports where that might not be the case, but here in boys basketball, I mean, we've been after them for a long time, and they do such a good job of just reloading. Jason does a good job of getting his program going at a young age, and so it keeps this rivalry sharp. No kidding. If we do our part, it stays sharp for sure.
Let's bring Craig Heatherly into the conversation because, Craig, we're just 7 days away from both these teams opening up sectional play. How important is momentum going into the tournament?
Yeah, momentum in sports, it's hard to generate, even harder to stop. That's why you hear all these coaches talk about how critical it is to have momentum heading into the postseason. But what these players have to do today, they've got to believe in their coaches, they got to believe in each other, and they need to go out and be a star in their role, whether they're on the court or on the bench. And if they want to be a bright star tonight, go and make possession-winning plays, diving on the floor, getting extra rebounds, taking a charge. Chuck, the team that has more possession-winning plays will win the game tonight.
It is hot in here tonight. We got smoke on the water in this place. By the way, one programming note. If you're watching us on the WSBT YouTube page, you may want to switch to the Sports Michiana YouTube page. They're going to cover the State of the Union. You tuned in for a basketball game. Stay with us. The Farrah Custom Roll Forming pregame show rolls on with the Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes of the Week next on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to make me want to blow a gasket. That was before I went to TireRack.com. Tire Rack made it easy to find great tires at a great price. 2 years of free road hazard protection. Sealed the deal.
Tire Rack has thousands of recommended installers. I chose a mobile installer. Check this out.
A technician brought my new tires right to the house. He's installing them now.
All set. Thanks. When it's time for new tires, trust the experts. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Ready to be part of our winning team? The St. Joseph County Police Department is hiring, and we are looking for people of all ages who want to make a difference. With a starting salary of $52,000 plus full benefits, including medical, dental, vision, and vacation, you are in control of your future. So whether you're just entering the game or looking for a new position, now is the time to get off the sideline. Learn more today at sjcpd.org.
Experience the summer in style with decking from Big C Lumber. From the professional to the do-it-yourselfer, Big C will assist you through the entire deck planning process. Big C's selection of composite and PVC decking material offers durability and low maintenance, all while maintaining the look and feel of real wood. Our free delivery service ensures more of your budget is allocated toward your project. Revitalize your outdoor living space with Big C Lumber.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
Now's the perfect time to lock in speed and savings from Surf Internet. Get fast fiber internet with free professional installation, starting at just $30 per month with AutoPay. Plus, lock in your low price for life with no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today.
Now's the time to get fiber fast internet as low as $30 per month with AutoPay and free professional installation. Lock in speed and savings from Surf Internet. Enjoy fast fiber internet, no contracts, and a price lock for life. Visit surfinternet.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Michiana area? Call McInnes Realty, Michiana's fastest growing real estate company where service comes first, built on knowledge, care, and community. Through our Homes for Heroes program, we proudly give back to those who serve. Firefighters, law enforcement, EMTs, military, teachers, and healthcare workers, past or present, qualify for hero rewards when they buy or sell with us. Call McInnes Realty today at 574-271-3440.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week is brought to you by Tony Letcher with Health Markets, the right policy at the right price. And it's time now for our Tony Letcher Health Markets Student Athletes of the Week. We have Mackenzie Shoemaker, a senior at Bremen High School, along with Landon Patrick, a senior at Triton. Landon is a member of the basketball team, golf team, 4-H, student council, ranked 13th in the senior class at Triton. How do you balance everything?
I think it's just trying to find like you said, a key balance between the classroom and the court, and just knowing the difference and how important it is to get good grades while being involved in other things. And I give a lot of credit to my parents and family for helping me with that balance and just help me be as good of a student and athlete that I can be.
You're going to IU Bloomington next year. You eventually want to be an orthopedic surgeon. Why is that?
I really like helping people. My family has some pretty cool connections to really good orthopedic surgeons and general surgeons, so I intern with a lot of good surgeons in Fort Wayne and Warsaw, and it's just seeing that side of things just made me realize that's my passion, and that's what I want to pursue. What does being a Triton Trojan mean to you? I think it's just striving for excellence in both the classroom and the court or the field, whatever you prefer, and just going with our Trojan pride and just trying to be the best version of yourself that you can be on and off the field.
Landon, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mackenzie Shoemaker is a senior at Bremen High School, an outstanding wrestler, member of the softball team, manager on the football team, ranked 22nd in the senior class. How do you make it all work?
Really, I just focus on getting my studies done before practice, and then after practice, I put in a little more time and just really focus hard and drive through.
Mackenzie will go to Manchester, where she'll participate on the women's wrestling team. She'll also major in medical technology. Tell us why medical technology and how excited you are to wrestle at the next level.
Manchester just felt like home. It was a really nice fit. I'm really excited to continue and aid in their team. But medical technology, I really love helping people. People have helped me through my whole life as having surgery and being in and out of hospitals when I was younger. So just giving back to that community is just what I want to do.
What does being a Bremen Lion mean to you?
It's amazing. It's just something, a tight-fit community, giving back to them and showing my appreciation towards them through sports and giving back to the community and what I do. It's just amazing.
Mackenzie, thank you very much. Congratulations, Landon. Congratulations once again, Landon, Patrick, Mackenzie, Shoemaker, our student athletes of the week, presented by Tony Letcher with Health Markets. We have a top 10 showdown in boys basketball, small school style here tonight. Bremen and Triton, your starting lineups and opening tip-off are next on Sports Michiana.
The Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets, Tire Rack, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Big C Lumber, Ferret Custom Roll Forming, McInnes Realty, Patrick, Reliance, the Lulliard Insurance Agency, the St. Joseph County Police Department, Babsco, Tom's Car Care Center, and these great sponsors.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
When contractors and OEMs need quality electrical products at the best prices, they look to Babsco Supply. We strive to supply all the electrical products you need for residential, light commercial, and OEM electrical components. We have the knowledge, dedication to customer service, and extensive inventory to ensure your electrical projects are completed successfully. We are employee-owned, which means all of our employees are owners. So you know we care. With locations in Elkhart and Warsaw, Babsco Supply is working together to serve you better. Learn more at babsco.com.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
You don't always see the backbone of American products. You feel it. Ferret is where smart work meets hard work. We serve the USA by manufacturing purpose-built metal components that solve the problems others walk past. And we put in the work that makes fourth and long feel like first and goal. Calling all engineers and makers, past, present, and future. Your next career move begins at Ferret.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Ferret Custom Roll Forming. We form value. Triton and Bremen here tonight at the Lions Den. And the crowd getting ready to honor America as the Bremen Pep Band will play the Star-Spangled Banner. About 50 strong, the Bremen Pep Band belting out the national anthem. We are ready for the starting lineups for tonight's game. Here's Angelo DiCarlo.
All right, the Triton starters brought to you by Triton High School Athletics. Landon Patrick, a 5'11 senior guard, 4.8 points, 4.8 assists, 3.3 steals per game. Julian Swanson, a 5'9 senior guard, 11.3 points per game. Jaden Overmeyer, 6-foot senior forward, 9.4 points per game. Gage Riffle, a 6-foot senior guard, 9.7 points per game. And Brady Wood, a 5'11 sophomore guard, 11.6 points per game.
Check in on what the teams are wearing, brought to you by It's Tops in Mishawaka. Triton in the blue road uniforms with white numbers and yellow letters. Bremen tonight will be in their home whites with the green numbers trimmed in black.
Bremen starters brought to you by State Farm agent Noah Trueblood. Jack Wildauer is a 6-foot senior guard, 2.8 points per game. Maddox Hickman is a 6'3 senior forward, 2.4 points per game. Hartley Mitoli is a 5'9 senior guard, 7.1 points per game. Chase Devine, a 6'2 junior guard, 22 points, 42 threes, 1,327 career points, the all-time leading scorer, 5.2 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 2.6 steals per game. He does it all. Riley Tiener is a 6'5 junior forward, 10 points and 5.6 rebounds per game.
Time now for our keys to win, brought to us by our friends at the Lilliard Insurance Agency. Triton has to rebound against a larger Bremen team, play aggressive defensively, and have efficiency on offense. For Bremen, man us basket. That means stay between your man and the basket, defend the arc because Triton shoots it well from three, and punish in the paint. Our friends at OSMC bring us the series history. This is the 79th meeting between these two schools in a series that goes back to 1964. Bremen leads the all-timer 41-37, including a win in the Bi-County semifinals back in January. It's the Babsco opening tip with Rick Scott getting ready to toss it up. He's working tonight with Ryan Eli and Trent Beer. Glad you're with us on Sports Michiana. The first quarter brought to us by Bremen High School Athletics, and an over and back call on Bremen after they won the tip in the forecourt, then tossed it in the back.
Right Way Auto Sales, located across from Walmart in Warsaw. Quality vehicles, hassle-free financing, and proud supporter of the Triton Trojans. Thank you, Right Way Auto Sales.
The Triton Trojans 17-3 on the year. Their best wins have come over Winnemac, and then they beat LaVille twice. Their losses have come to Northwood, Bremen in the Bi-County tournament, and number one Couts. Gage Riffle misfires on a three, and the rebound comes to Maddox Hickman for the 18-3 Bremen Lions. Their best wins have come over Triton and Jimtown. Their losses to Elkhart, and then last week they lost to Fairfield and Concord. That is Chase Devine with the ball. Outside to Jack Wildauer getting the start tonight on senior night. Maddox Hickman, another senior, and there's Hartley Matoli. So all three seniors have touched the ball on the opening possession. Riley Tiener lost the handle inside, and Triton pokes it away. You won't see a lot of scoring in this one. You've got a Triton team, one of the best defenses in the state, and neither team really gets up and down the floor very quickly. There's a shot missed by Landon Patrick. Here's Chase Devine coming up the floor for Bremen. We mentioned Devine coming back from an illness, and he has the ball poked away by Patrick after the double team. Beautiful feed to Brady Wood for two, and you can hang a star on that one as a Big C Lumber possibility.
Wow. Behind the back off the steal, Landon Patrick, student athlete of the week, and maybe the Big C Lumber big play of the game.
Matoli for three. The iron unkind, and the rebound controlled by Jaden Overmeyer. Patrick coming up the floor in a hurry against Matoli. And Patrick will run it against the man-to-man defense of Bremen. Brady Wood, the talented sophomore, now a three on the way from Swanson, finds the distance. It's sponsored by Right Way Auto Sales, and Julian Swanson's 35th three of the year gives Triton a 5-0 lead. Devine creates space, but is short on the shot, gets his own rebound, and has it poked away and out of bounds.
Bremen Athletics would like to congratulate all our winter teams on an outstanding sports season. Bremen won 4 conference championships, a sectional and regional title. 6 wrestlers made it to semi-state, and another place in the state finals. You have made your community proud. Best of luck to the boys basketball team in the upcoming state tournament Go Lions. And our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Bremen High School Athletics. As you saw that replay, brought to you by Springer Dental Care of Bremen.
Jaden Overmeyer was called for the foul on the first inbounds attempt. Devine dumps it down low. Maddox Hickman got caught in a trap and couldn't get out. The rebound to Landon Patrick. Patrick signals the play as he comes across. Here's Wood spinning on Hickman. Finds Patrick, and Patrick fouled from behind by Matoli.
Before the game, we feature our Student Athletes of the Week presented by Tony Letcher. Tony is a lifelong resident, licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you need insurance, Tony is your guy. Google Tony Letcher Health Markets to connect, and you see the foul there on the Springer Dental Care of Bremen replay as we have free throws coming up, brought to you by HealthLink.
This is not the strongest part of Landon Patrick's game. He's only a 57% foul shooter, the grandson of the legendary coach Bill Patrick, who is in the house tonight. Landon hits 1 out of 2, the senior averaging 5 points a game, and Triton off to a 6-0 lead. Matoli double-teamed on the half-court trap. Tiener couldn't control the pass inside, but Overmeyer managed to save it. Looked like it was going out of bounds, and he got it over to Gage Riffle.
One of the things we wondered was the flow of Bremen here tonight. Devine coming back from illness, losing 10 pounds after having the flu. So how is he going to be here tonight?
There is no greater weight loss system than the flu. However, it's not the best for long-term results.
Certainly not the best for a high school athlete who's playing their best basketball up until that point.
Had a fever that spiked at 105 degrees. Here's the drive, and the layup missed that time by Riffle. Bremen comes the other way. Matoli goes down low to Tiener on the block, and Overmeyer's called for his second foul. Overmeyer's given up 5 inches in height down there and just getting too physical with the bigger Tiener.
Triton High School Athletics is proud to support our exceptional student athletes. Your commitment, passion, and sportsmanship inspires us all. We believe in your ability to excel both in sports and beyond. Go Trojans.
Bryce Miller, the coach's son, checks into the lineup. Devine forces up a shot and managed to draw a foul on Landon Patrick, and so Chase Devine will go to the foul line, which is just fine with the Bremen Lions because he's a 90% free throw shooter. As you get another look from our friends at Springer Dental Care of Bremen.
Springer Dental Care, voted best dental provider in Elkhart County. Get back on track with all your dental needs. See them at their Bremen location located on West Plymouth Street. Check them out at springerdentalcare.com. Go Lions.
Free throws sponsored by HealthLink, and you can blame the announcer jinx, I suppose. I would blame the flu instead, but Devine hits 1 out of 2 on the stripe, gets Bremen on the board. 6-1 Trojan lead midway through the first. Nice drive here by Swanson. And the ball lost by Julian Swanson, but he managed to get it back. Patrick driving with the left hand. Brady Wood thought about the 3. Now a 3 from Riffle. He couldn't get that one to go, and Devine corrals another carom. Miller back to Devine, and Matt Miller, the head coach, will call out a new play. Triton doing a lot of trapping on the defense, especially when Devine gets the ball at the top of the key. A little slow to get to him that time, but he rushed the shot a bit, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Bremen.
Thank you to Tire Rack, the scoreboard sponsor for the Sports Michiana Game of the Week. When it's time for new tires, go to TireRack.com. They're easy to use. Shopping tools will guide you to the right tires. Ship fast and free and backed by free road hazard protection. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
You saw Jason Groves on the sideline in front of the Triton bench, where he's been for 21 years now. 363 wins. Future Indiana Basketball Hall of Famer in my book. The shot missed that time by Swanson. Matoli had it, lost it. Who locked it out of bounds? It'll go to Triton.
That was a scramble you're not used to seeing in high school basketball, but it lands in Triton's way. State Farm agent Noah Trueblood cheers on the Lions. State Farm is the #1 auto insurer in the U.S., but with Noah and his team, you also get the benefits of a truly local team. Debbie and Heather in Noah's office are both lifelong Bremen residents. Google Noah Trueblood, State Farm, for all your insurance needs.
Nice consecutive passes, and Landon Patrick gets the layup. The backdoor cuts. Matt Miller warned his team about him. He said Triton will have 1 or 2 of those a game. That time it was Patrick. Nice dump down to Tiener. He tried to feed the open cutting Hickman, and another turnover on Bremen. They have been sloppy with the basketball in the early going.
Tonight's first half free throws are brought to you by HealthLink. Healthy kids are better students and better athletes. Schedule a checkup at HealthLink today. HealthLink offers medical, pharmacy services, vision, and more for the whole family.
Trojans off to an 8-1 lead. Nice drive by Swanson, and he hits the hoop. Julian Swanson has 5 in the early going, and Triton jumps out to a 9-point lead. Devine trying to drive and got bodied up a little too much by Riffle. Riffle wanted to push off on Devine, but there would be no such thing.
Hartzell Farm and Feed is a great place to get your hunting and fishing supplies, as well as your quality feeds at a great price, made right in Etna Green, Indiana. Hartzell Feed and Farm. Cheers on the Trojans.
Long inbounds pass finally controlled by Miller. But Triton has disrupted Bremen with its defense so far in the early going. Miller looks for help. Here's Devine in traffic. Dumped it off for Miller, and he's short on the shot. And the rebound comes to Brady Wood. Bremen looking very hesitant offensively here in the early going. The same is not true for Triton. They continue to attack. Lost the ball out of bounds right to our photographer, Chris Skibby.
Well, and the former Penn Kingsman with a great defensive stop there, protecting the camera. Nice job, Skibbs. When you need a winning team for your next commercial project, count on our Yoder Construction. From design and planning to full construction management, they deliver spaces that perform as well as they look. Our Yoder Construction, building with purpose, serving with character. Angelo cannot read tonight.
We'll work on it. Here's Matoli outside.
I'm reading as well as Bremen is shooting here tonight.
Well, Bremen's offense just completely disrupted by this stingy Triton defense. Anytime a Triton player pivots with the basketball, they either lose it or wind up in a trap. Here's a shot on the way by Brady Wood, no good. Quintana the rebound, he got it. Isaac Quintana comes off the bench with a bucket in the bump, and you'll get another look from Springer Dental Care of Bremen.
Watch this ball. Things going right for Triton, and certainly in the cylinder it is there as it rolls around and finally drops in. And now a chance to complete the three-point play with the free throw, brought to you by HealthLink.
Quintana only a 30% free throw shooter, 3-sport athlete at Triton, but as you said, everything going Triton's way right now, up 13-1, and Jason Groves wants to continue to apply pressure here. Matoli. He almost dribbled into a double team. Now it's Devine leaving it off for Miller. The quickness of Triton really giving Bremen fits, but a little too much on the arm that time from Gage Riffle, and he gets his second foul, and Bremen will go to the foul line for free throws sponsored by HealthLink.
With more than 50 years of experience, Michiana Contracting in Plymouth has grown to one of the most comprehensive contractors in Indiana. Family-owned and locally run, Michiana Contracting is proud to support tonight's broadcast.
Hartley Matoli, an 83% foul shooter, misses that one. He is a transfer for Marion. Riley Tiener checks back in for Bremen to take the spot of Maddox Hickman. And Swanson will come back in for the Trojans to take Riffle's spot. Bremen has yet to hit a field goal here in the first quarter. Matoli does get a free throw.
Look, if you're watching this game, seeing it 13-2 going, how has Bremen won as many games as they have this year? I think you have to point to the fact that Chase Devine who is now on the bench here getting a breather, has not gotten back up to form after being ill last week.
But I think you also have to credit this Trojan defense, which has just completely disrupted Bremen's offensive flow tonight. And now they're going to try to hold for the last shot of the first quarter. See the clock at the bottom of your screen on the TireRack.com scoreboard. Swanson working against Matoli. Head and shoulder fake. Shot partially blocked. Tiener gets the rebound, and the quarter comes to an end. But a quarter completely dominated by the Triton Trojans. They're looking for their 18th win of the year, and they're up 13-2 on Sports Michiana.
My name's Elizabeth, and I've been a member of the Notre Dame Credit Union for about 37 years. I had been driving a Prius, and I liked the Prius. But unfortunately, I live on a hill, and when it snows, I had a problem. So I called the credit union and told them I needed a new car. We did everything over the phone and the internet, picked up the car, and it was all done in less than a week. I would recommend the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union without question.
For over 100 years, experience and inspiration have been the foundation of Big C Lumber. I'm Mark Young. Deciding on the perfect cabinetry for your home can be overwhelming. It's best to depend on our consultants with decades of experience at Big C Lumber. Your needs and wishes will be matched with our guidance in the creation of new spaces. We call this customer-inspired design, representing your personality, your style. Visit Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Tire Rack. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Craig Heatherly, let's get a Patrick sideline report.
Yeah, the difference in that first quarter was the overall skill set of Triton against Bremen. You see multiple players for Triton that can dribble, pass, and shoot. A lot of dribble penetration, creating opportunities offensively. And then Bremen, half of their possessions were turnovers, which is why they're down 11 points.
And yet another turnover for the Lions here. They give the ball to Patrick, slicing in one too many passes that time, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Triton.
And look, right now you look out on the court right now, and you don't see Chase Devine. He's on the bench to start the second quarter. So you're down 13-2. He's not in foul trouble. So clearly they are monitoring his minutes here tonight.
Second quarter tonight being brought to us by our friends at the St. Joseph County Police Department. Riley Tiener down on the block. He has a size advantage on Quintana. Tried to back him down, nearly threw it away. Now it's Bryce Miller on the outside. Miller trying to post his man up. Owen Nunemaker. Miller back outside to Tiener. The Triton fans appreciating their defensive effort, but too much body that time from Brady Wood results in a foul.
Patients trust OSMC because they deliver more than treatment. They provide care that's accessible, high quality, and transparent. Get the care you need when you need it. Visit OSMC.com or their OrthoCare walk-in clinic in Granger off University Drive.
Miller just backing people down, puts it up and in. The first field goal of the game for Bremen comes a minute 15 into the second quarter.
And if you're Bremen, if you want to try to look at the positives of this situation, it's that you got to figure out a way of playing when Chase Devine is not available. He could get in foul trouble come tournament time. So you have to be able to figure out ways of manufacturing offense when he is not in the game.
Foul is called on Espen Simpson. That's his first. If you're saying Espen, what kind of name is that? So I asked him yesterday at practice, and he verified that he is named for ESPN. So I asked him if he had any siblings, and he said yes. I said, is the next one Espen too? He said no, but that would have been great. Brady Wood with the basket there for Triton.
Well, we'll find out if we have anyone named Sports Michiana in 18 years.
Somehow, I don't think that's going to happen. Here's Riley Tiener going up over Quintana, and Quintana is called for the foul. And it'll send Tiener to the foul line for free throws sponsored by HealthLink. You get another look on the Sprinter Dental Care of Bremen replay.
Noonermaker's Coin Shop in Mishawaka cheers on Bremen, a family-run business since 1962. Noonermaker's deals in precious metals, coins, and currency. Noonermaker's Coin Shop, enhancing people's lives 1 ounce at a time.
Bremen has missed the front end of all 3 of their 2-shot free throws so far tonight. Tiener, a 67% foul shooter, averages 10 a game, and missed them both. Bryce Miller caught on the back that time, and the foul called, much to the delight of the folks who've made the trip from Bourbon.
Well, the free throw shooting certainly not helping Bremen by any means. I mean, you're struggling to make baskets. You get the free trip to the free throw line, and you can't make the shots as they start to wipe the ball here a little bit on that one. Williams Family Chiropractic Clinic in Granger is a family-focused practice that treats newborns to professional athletes and everyone in between. They offer high-level chiropractic care, digital x-ray diagnostics, and non-surgical spinal decompression. Google Williams Family Chiropractic Clinic to learn more.
Nice drive that time, and the shot taken but missed that time by Jamison Swanson. Here comes Bremen in a hurry, trying to get a fast break for the first time tonight. Chase Devine back in the game, goes all the way to the hoop and draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2, sponsored by HealthLink.
Take a look at the replay brought to you by Springer Dental Care of Bremen. Devine getting himself inside. Looked like he had some energy there coming off the bench, and now trying to get some free throws here at the charity stripe. Bellman Oil in Bremen is your one-stop shop for all your fuel and lubricant needs. As a local family-owned business, Bellman Oil brings over 50 years of experience to keep your equipment fueled up and running smoothly. For quality and reliability, visit BellmanOil.com. Go Lions.
Chase Devine, the school's all-time leading scorer, now with 3 points tonight. Bremen still trailing by 9. Triton running a little weave action out at the top. Jamison Swanson kicks it out to Brody Wood for 3. It's sponsored by Right Way Auto Sales. Brady Wood with 7 to lead the Trojans. And the lead quickly back up to 12. Another bad pass from Bremen. Wood comes all the way down. Blocked by Miller. Here come the Lions the other way. Nunemaker to Devine. He'll leave it off, and the layup made by Simpson, and a timeout called. It's sponsored by Bellman Oil. 4:55 to go first half. 18-8 Triton on Sports Michiana.
Some say hustle and heart don't mix. But at Patrick, we prove otherwise every day. We're bold in our ambition and grounded in respect. Here, leadership is a mindset, and every voice matters. Built on integrity, fueled by collaboration, and united by purpose, we're stronger together. This is Patrick. We are better together.
You don't always see the backbone of American products. You feel it. Ferret is where smart work meets hard work. We serve the USA by manufacturing purpose-built metal components that solve the problems others walk past. And we put in the work that makes 4th and Long feel like 1st and Goal. Calling all engineers and makers, past, present, and future. Your next career move begins at Ferret.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Reliance, uniquely crafted to fit your lifestyle.
Want to help your team look great? It's Tops Can Help. They're the official outfitter for a number of local schools and even Sports Michiana. They can do a lot more than just clothes. Learn more at itstops.net. That was an interesting timeout by Bremen after finally getting some momentum. I think, if anything, it was a full timeout in the first half. That might have been to give Chase Devine a breather and get some fluids in.
Saw the shot coming out of the break of Bill Patrick, the legendary coach. Spent some time, took a Final Four team down from Whitco, and also spent a lot of time over at Tippecanoe Valley. That ball knocked out of bounds on the rebound by Bremen, and Triton will get it back.
Thank you to the Wood and Peel for feeding our crew tonight. Named to the 2024 and 2025 Pizza Marketplace Top 100 Movers and Shakers. The Wood and Peel was also previously named the best pizza in northern Indiana. Visit the Wood and Peel on Plymouth Street in Bremen.
Midway through the first half, coming up at halftime, we'll have our Tom's Car Care Center halftime highlights. Plus, we'll take you around the area with the McInnes Realty scoreboard. Triton 3 on the way from Swanson. That's Jamison Swanson missing that one, and another rebound for Devine. Matt Miller bellows out the play from in front of the Bremen bench.
Very good crowd here tonight, but even when that's the case, you can still hear Matt Miller.
He brings a lot of energy and enthusiasm to this Lions program. Tiener misses on the baseline, and it's one and done for the Lions as Wood gathers the rebound.
Yeah, one thing that should be an advantage for Bremen is rebounding, and it really hasn't been.
Devine gets another defensive carom after a Julian Swanson miss. Devine thought about the step back. Instead, Miller for three. The bank's not open on a Tuesday night, and the rebound comes to Triton. Long lead pass. They'll kick it outside to Wood for three. That one will not go, and the rebound to Miller. Now Bremen in a hurry. Simpson draws contact and will go to the line. It's the third on Quintana.
Free throws coming up, brought to you by HealthLink. Here's the replay. Nice pass by Devine inside. And you know what? If you can't get the baskets to go, drawing the foul and sending yourself to the free throw line, as you saw the replay brought to you by Springer Dental Care of Bremen, that's what you got to do to crawl yourself back into this game.
But it would help to convert, which Espen Simpson does here. He is now 4 out of 5 from the line this year. Free throw sponsored by HealthLink. Simpson, a freshman here at Bremen, a member of the soccer team, had 7 points, his career high, in their win over Knox.
What do they got? Only 2 field goals so far?
2 field goals for the Lions, but they've kept themselves alive at the line, knocking down 6 out of 10.
Big C Lumber is the best choice for your next home improvement project. Family owned for over 100 years. They know the ins and outs of every home project you need completed, and their knowledgeable sales staff will help you get the job done. See the difference a culture of caring can make at Big C Lumber.
Brady Wood holds the ball outside, and Triton will be happy to drain some time off the clock here. Leading by 8. Nice move here by Patrick. He goes all the way in on the freshman and scores. Landon Patrick with the bucket. And we have a whistle and a delay of game call here against Triton.
Locally owned Central Automotive in downtown South Bend is your answer for oil changes, brakes, air conditioning repair, general maintenance, and more. Check them out at Lafayette and Colfax. Central Automotive, we're here for all your automotive needs.
That was just a great job of identifying the matchup by Patrick that time. And he took the freshman right down the lane. Now Miller cuts it outside to Devine for three. Got it. Sponsored by R. Yoder Construction. The first 3 of the night for Chase Devine, his 43rd of the season.
R. Yoder Construction was wondering where those threes were. They've been they jumped right away at the opportunity to sponsor three-pointers because they know how good Devine is at it.
Well, not just Devine, but this is a Bremen team that shoots 32% from three-point range as a team. They have some other guys like Tiener that can step out there and hit them too. Here's a nice pass underneath, and the layup is up and good. That's Colton Large. Normally wears 42, wearing number 40 tonight. Good pressure defense again by Triton. Devine, and a push-off ball called on Brady Wood. So at least 4 different Trojans have 2 fouls. That's the 5th foul on Triton here in the quarter, and it sends Devine back to the stripe for more free throws, sponsored by HealthLink.
Ferret Custom Roll Forming, the best choice in metal fabrication, provides ISO certified quality with unparalleled service and support. At Ferret Custom Roll Forming, we form value. Learn more at ferretrollforming.com.
Chase Devine now with 7 points tonight. Tiener's going to come back in for Bremen to take the place of Bryce Miller. Devine, all-conference, not only in basketball, which doesn't surprise anybody, but he's an all-conference tennis player as well. They have a very strong boys tennis program here at Bremen.
Notre Dame Federal Credit Union is the financial institution of choice for Sports Michiana, plus hundreds of churches and schools utilize their unique Elevate tools to help raise funds and drive your mission. Go to NotreDameFCU.com/elevate to learn more.
Devine starting to get in the groove a little bit. He has 8 Bremen has crept back within 7. Wildauer now guarding Wood. Here's Swanson working against Matoli. Swanson all the way to the hoop for 2. Boy, Triton has just been so aggressive going to the basket tonight. Really penetrating into the paint and doing exactly what Bremen didn't want to see happen.
Swanson, excellent job there, using his strength as he drives in for that bucket.
He has 7. Yeah, there's a few guys here on this Bremen team that have obviously been in the weight room.
Definitely look like they should be on the football team.
Swanson is one of them. Obviously, Overmeyer. We talked about him when we had the game against Northwood. And the sophomore Max Johnson will catch your eye that way, too. Another solid defensive possession for Triton as Devine handles it up top. And Matt Miller decides he wants to hold for the last shot of the half.
Patrick like a gnat on him.
Devine tried to go down the lane. There was no foul. Now Tiener underneath for 2. And that's how the first half will end, with Triton on top of Bremen by a count of 24-17. And we go to Greg Heatherly. He's got us for a Patrick sideline report.
Go ahead, Craig.
Coach, you guys had a lot of success there in the first half, just with dribble penetration offensively. What did you like about your team on the offensive end?
Yeah, we took care of the ball, spread them out a little bit, making good decisions, and attacking the basket.
You've held them to 17 points. What's the key here coming in the second half?
We got to keep up the intensity. I think our kids are playing hard. They're rotating well. We just got to keep rebounding as well.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
All right, thanks a lot.
Craig showing amazing speed there to retrieve Jason Groves from the locker room. When we come back, we'll have our Tom's Car Care Center halftime highlights. It is a 24-17 Triton lead on Sports Michiana.
Is this local hometown insurance?
Yes, sir. It was local hometown insurance until about 5 minutes ago. We've just been acquired by Big Web Private Equity Insurance.
Wait, what happened to my agent? I've been dealing with him for years.
So it looks like we just got bought again. We're now Big Artificial Intelligence Insurance. And I've just been named the CEO. Long live the algorithm, baby.
What?
Feel like your insurance is getting more robotic by the day? Call Lilliard Insurance. Real people, local office.
Shopping for tires used to really ruffle my feathers. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack made it easy to identify the right tires. No more searching high and low. I got the best deal. TireRack has thousands of recommended installers. I chose a mobile installer. They brought the tires to my neck of the woods and put them on, right here in my driveway.
You're all done.
Thank you. When it's time for new tires, trust the experts. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Medicare plans can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Ledger, licensed insurance agent. I can help you compare your options because I'm appointed with many nationally recognized carriers. With my help, you can find the coverage that fits your needs and budget. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Ledger today to schedule your free consultation or visit tledger.com.
Let's be honest, shopping for window treatments can be a real pain in the glass. Shades, shutters, blinds, drapes, the options are endless. Avoid expensive mistakes and return shipping with online retailers. Call the local team at Quality Window Treatments. Their entirely local process makes choosing the right look for your space easy. They bring the showroom to you during your in-person consultation. And with hands-off local installation, you never make a measurement. Visit QualityWindowTreatment.com to book your free consultation and see your space in a whole new light.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you in part by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. Halftime here, a little martial arts demonstration going on at the intermission as Triton has taken Bremen to the mat in the first half, leading 24-17. We welcome you inside the Notre Dame Federal Credit Union broadcast booth. Chuck and Ons right down by the fray tonight. Your impressions of the first half?
Well, certainly we know Triton has one of the best defenses in the state. You couple that with the fact that Chase Devine's battling back from the flu, and Bremen just was in no flow early on in this game. The fact that they're within 7 is actually very impressive. Gives them an opportunity now here in the second half, because that could have gotten ugly and could have gotten out to 14, 15 points in a hurry.
Let's show you how it got to be this way here with the Tom's Car Care Center highlights. And Bremen turning the ball over, and look at that beautiful behind-the-back pass from Landon Patrick to Brady Wood. And then it's Isaac Quintana with the bucket of the bump right there as Triton built a big lead. Back comes Bremen. Espen Simpson with the layup off the feed from Chase Devine. Devine led the Lions with 8 points in the first half, including that 3. And when Riley Tiener was able to get the layup right at the end of the first half, that gave Bremen some hope. They're only down by 7. 24-17 here at the intermission. When we come back, we'll take you all around the area with the McInnes Realty Around the Area scoreboard. That's next on the Sports Michiana Game of the Week.
Your car carries precious cargo. It needs to be dependable, rain or shine. Let Tom's Car Care Center in South Bend help take the stress out of your car's maintenance. We'll change your oil in 10 minutes, flush your transmission, replace your wiper blades, and much more. Oil changes include a half-price car wash when needed. Welcome to your extended family, Tom's Car Care Center.
Founded in 2001 by brothers Sam and Levi, Reliance has built a reputation for excellence, providing high-quality home building and renovation services to the Michiana area. From single-room renovations like kitchens and bathrooms to building your dream home from the ground up, everything benefits from their decades of experience. From concept to completion, Reliance makes even the largest projects simple and hassle-free. To find out more, visit RelianceDBR.net. Reliance. Design, build, renovate.
Now's the perfect time to lock in speed and savings from Surf Internet. Get fast fiber internet with free professional installation, starting at just $30 per month with AutoPay. Plus, lock in your low price for life with no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today.
Now's the time to get fiber fast internet as low as $30 per month with AutoPay and free professional installation. Lock in speed and savings from Surf Internet. Enjoy fast fiber internet, no contracts, and a price lock for life. Visit surfinternet.com.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. They're putting people over profits. Halftime here at Bremen, the Lions Den, where Triton is on top of the Lions by 7 at the intermission. Time to take you around the area with the McInnes Realty Around the Area scoreboard. LaVille and South Bend, Washington down at Cox Gymnasium, tied at halftime at 22. Westview had an early start tonight and dispatched a Fremont 67-18. Chandler Pribble's team really dominant in Class 2A. Halftime in Walkerton, Concord leads John Glenn 17-12. Second quarter in Mentone, Warsaw on top of Tippy Valley 19-12. Halftime at Northside Gym, Elkhart leads Jimtown 29-28. We'll be at Northside Gym and see Elkhart next week in the sectionals. Halftime in the Zebra Den, and Western leads Rochester 25-22. Second quarter, Northridge leads Fairfield 18-6. And then in college action on the women's side, Bethel advances in the Crossroads League tournament with a 74-68 win over Spring Arbor. Halftime at Purcell Pavilion, Duke leads Notre Dame 54-22. It's so bad that even the head coach of the Irish, Micah Shrewsbury, got hurt. He's in a boot on the Irish bench for the second half. Nobody getting the boot here. It's 25-18 in favor of Triton. We're back with second half play-by-play from the Lions Den after this on Sports Michiana.
My name is Chuck. I'm a member of Notre Dame Federal Credit Union. The flexibility of having a HELOC made it simple to add items
as we were going through the process of updating our house. So we didn't have to do everything at once. We could do it a little at a time as things changed, which made it flexible for us to use builders when they had downtime and get better prices for them. So yeah, I would definitely recommend Notre Dame Federal Credit Union.
Ready to be part of our winning team? The St. Joseph County Police Department is hiring, and we are looking for people of all ages who want to make a difference. With a starting salary of $52,000 plus full benefits, including medical, dental, vision, and vacation, you are in control of your future. So whether you're just entering the game or looking for a new position, now is the time to get off the sideline. Learn more today at sjcpd.org.
Why is Babsco the premier electrical distributor? Because they have breakers, boxes, switches, resets, clamps, tapes, relays, covers, timers, batteries, wires, labels, ballast, heat shrink, fixtures, plugs, tubing, lamps, load centers, and conduit. You can do it with Babsco Supply. With 2 locations in Elkhart and Warsaw. Visit Babsco.com. Babsco Supply, where they have everything.
Friends, this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by McKinnis Realty. It's realty with a purpose. Time now for a Patrick Sideline Report. Craig Heatherly, what did Matt Miller, the Bremen coach, have to say at the intermission?
Yeah, Coach Miller wanted them to get back to their identity offensively. Move the ball, move bodies, and hopefully create opportunities to create an advantage offensively to get easier shots. Defensively, he wants to see them guard the basketball more. Keep the ball out of the paint, keep their man in front, and then secure the rebound and push it in transition.
Third quarter will be brought to us tonight by our friends at Hartzell Farm and Feed.
And that was a Patrick Sideline Report from Craig. Since 1959, Patrick Industries in Elkhart has empowered outdoor enthusiasts to achieve next-level recreation experiences. Patrick is a proud supporter of our local teams and athletes, empowering excellence on and off the court.
Bremen starts the second half with the basketball, trailing 24-17.
7's the closest they've gotten, so this is a big opening possession here for the Lions.
Bryce Miller gets it down to Riley Tiener. Matoli for 3, it rimmed out on him. Oh, it found everything but the bottom of the net. Oh, my. Triton coming the other way. Riffle looks for help and finds it in the person of Landon Patrick.
Looking to buy or sell a home, McKinnis Realty is where service comes first. Family and veteran-owned, they proudly serve our community heroes through the Homes for Heroes programming, helping you save when you buy or sell. Learn more at McKinnisRealty.com.
Foul called that time on Bryce Miller. That's the second on him tonight. It's been a tough week for Bremen, not only with the illness to Devine, as you see Overmeyer miss the layup. Bremen racing the other way. A lot of contact, no foul call. Ball goes out of bounds off Bremen. It'll be Triton ball. But we're talking about the tough week for Bremen, not only the illness to Devine, but Matt Miller's mother passed away a week ago Saturday, and his son Bryce is on the team, so that's been something that they've had to try to deal with while coaching a basketball team or playing on a basketball team, and certainly not easy to do, and our condolences go out to the Miller family. Here's Devine for 3. That's too strong, and the rebound controlled by the aforementioned Bryce Miller. Tiener almost tipped that in accidentally. Overmeyer comes away with the rebound.
You couple that with the fact that the Bremen girls basketball team played the hearts out but losing in semi-state, and meanwhile Jessica Feathers, the mother of 2 Bremen girls basketball players, losing her long battle with cancer last Thursday, and her girls playing in her honor just 2 days later. And her daughter Tegan had never hit a three-pointer before. Mom had asked about a month ago, hit a three-pointer for me, and she did early on in the first semi-state game, led them to victory before they lost later that night. But our condolences really with the entire Bremen family on multiple losses here in the basketball community.
Triton up 7, turning, shooting, hitting. Landon Patrick, he's having a good night tonight with 7. He only averages about 5 a game. You met him in our Tony Letcher Health Markets feature. Not only is he an all-conference basketball player, but an all-conference golfer as well. Nice move by Devine, dropped it off, but Tiener couldn't handle it.
The ground that Bremen made up has gone away quickly.
Wood misfired on a three, though. Matoli quickly up the floor to Miller. Miller finds Tiener underneath for two.
And they're back to that ground. Back to 7. Right Way Auto Sales, located across from Walmart in Warsaw. Quality vehicles, hassle-free financing, and proud supporter of the Triton Trojans. Thank you, Right Way Auto Sales.
Riffle handles it up top, guarded by Maddox Hickman. Here's Patrick outside. Patrick lost the handle. Devine comes the other way. Swanson in front of him. Devine's pass broken up by Patrick and out of bounds to Triton. What a defensive play by Landon Patrick.
Bremen Athletics would like to congratulate all of their winter teams on outstanding sports seasons. Bremen won 4 conference championships, a sectional and regional title, 6 wrestlers made it to semi-state, and another place in the state finals. You have made your community proud. Best of luck to the boys basketball team in the upcoming state tournament. Go Lions.
Riffle on the dribble, gets a screen from Overmeyer. Now it's Swanson finding his brother Julian. Riffle got a step on Hickman, but had nobody to throw it to and takes it back outside. Good patience by Triton in this possession. And they find an open shot with Julian Swanson, and he buries the three, sponsored by Right Way Auto Sales. That's a big-time bucket for the Triton Trojans.
Push the lead back out to 10. Bremen's gotten as close as 7, never closer. Every time, Triton's able to answer with a bucket.
Miller finds the cutting Devine, but he's double-teamed right away. Bryce Miller backing his man down, pivots and scores. 4 tonight for the sophomore.
Triton High School Athletics is proud to support our exceptional student athletes. Your commitment, passion, and sportsmanship inspire us all. We believe in your ability to excel both in sports and beyond. Go Trojans.
Matoli comes the other way for Bremen. Can the Lions get it to 6? Tiener rims it out, and a push-off foul is called on Bryce Miller, his third.
Thank you to Tony Letcher for his incredible support of Sports Michiana. Tony is a licensed insurance agent with Health Markets. If you're looking for assistance with Medicare, family, or individual health insurance, Google Tony Letcher Health Markets or visit tletcher.com.
Patrick returns for Triton. Jack Wildauer back in the lineup now for Bremen. Triton has managed to chisel another 4:20 off the clock. Remember, they're trying to avenge a loss that they suffered to the Lions in the Bi-County semifinals. It's the Triton team that plays in Class 1A. They'll open the sectional next week against Trinity Academy. Bremen in a 2A sectional, and they'll be at LaVille on Tuesday night, taking on the Lancers.
This third quarter brought to you by Hartzell Farm and Feed, and they're a great place to get your hunting and fishing supplies as well as your quality feeds at a great price, made right here in Etna Green, Indiana. Hartzell Farm and Feed, cheers on the Trojans.
Craig mentioned earlier, everybody on this Triton team able to handle the ball. And it's showing in this possession as Swanson buries another one. What a big third quarter for Julian Swanson. He has 12. And a timeout called by Bremen, sponsored by Bellman Oil. 31-21 Triton on Sports Michiana.
Finding private health insurance can be stressful. What if it didn't have to be? I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. I prefer to personally meet with my clients so I can get a better understanding of your needs and budget. I can even review your current coverage. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule your free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Patrick, empowering outdoor enthusiasts since 1959. You look into that Triton huddle. Jason Groves, another solid program. They went all the way to the semi-state last year and hoping they can get back there this year, although they did lose to Couts during the regular season, and if both teams won their sectionals, that would be a regional matchup.
State Farm agent Noah Trueblood cheers on the Lions. State Farm is the #1 auto insurer in the U.S., but with Noah and his team, you also get the benefits of a truly local team in Bremen. Debbie and Heather in Noah's office are both lifelong Bremen residents. So Bremen fans, Google Noah Trueblood, State Farm for all your insurance needs.
Can Bremen come up with something out of the timeout here? Chase Devine outside to Riley Tiener for three. Ring it up. It's sponsored by R. Yoder Construction. Tiener with his 16th three-pointer of the season. He'd hit the game winner to beat New Prairie this year. And he brings it back to a 7-point game. Isaac Garber now in the game for Bremen. He wears number 34. Here's Swanson. He's been hot this quarter, misfired there, but the rebound by Quintana, who has had a fine game on the offensive glass with 5 points tonight.
Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or more.
Gage Riffle called for a double dribble.
That is a tough one. Well, you won't double dribble if you choose Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you need, Tire Rack makes it easy. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Riffle had an easy breakaway layup, but got to thinking about it a little too much. He was just so wide open.
Sometimes those are the toughest.
Tiener in the corner gives it to Garber. Down low to Devine. Kicks it out to Tiener for three. Too strong, but the rebound to Wildauer. Devine, who told me yesterday he'd rather have a dozen assists than 20 points, trying to rack up the assist total, and Tiener doing his part. He has 9 to lead the Lions.
Back within 7. HealthLink provides affordable, high-quality care for families and patients of all ages with 14 locations, including in Mishawaka, South Bend, and Knox. HealthLink is your community health center. Google HealthLink with a C to learn more.
It was a 7-point Triton lead at the intermission. They're still up by 7 with 40 to go here in the quarter.
See if they try to play for the final shot here.
Jamison Swanson. Now Patrick. Devine calls for the foul, and it's his first.
When you need a winning team for your next commercial project, count on R. Yoder Construction. From design and planning to full construction management, they deliver spaces that perform as well as they look. R. Yoder Construction, building with purpose, serving with character.
Triton makes an offensive substitution, putting Brady Wood in the game. Bremen counters with a defensive substitution, goes with Maddox Hickman to give themselves a little more size, and buy Devine a little more rest at the quarter break. And it looks like Triton is willing to hold for one shot here. And a timeout called by Jason Groves. It's sponsored by Bellman Oil. 14 seconds to go in the third. Triton by 7 on Sports Michiana.
Shopping for tires used to really rub me the wrong way. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's tire decision guide made it easy to find the right tires. Talk about secret sauce. You might ask, well, you bought them. Now how are you going to put them on? No problem. TireRack has thousands of recommended installers. I chose one that does mobile installation. A technician brought the tires right to my house. He's installing them now.
Almost finished, Herb. Take your time.
I'm just marinating. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Big C Lumber, where the possibilities are endless.
At OSMC, you're not just treated, you're cared for, guided from diagnosis through recovery with clarity and trust. Get the care you need when you need it. Visit OSMC.com or their OrthoCare walk-in clinic in Granger off University Drive.
A 7-point Triton lead, 14 seconds to go, third quarter. Trojans with the basketball. Landon Patrick has it up top. You see the clock at the bottom of the screen. Overmeyer Mid-range jumper finds a home. Jaden Overmeyer's first basket of the game comes at a great time for the Triton Trojans. They are trying to knock off their county rivals in this 79th meeting, and they lead by 9 as we go to the fourth on Sports Michiana.
Is this local hometown insurance?
Yes, sir. It was local hometown insurance until about 5 minutes ago. We've just been acquired by Big Web Private Equity Insurance.
Wait, what happened to my agent? I've been dealing with him for years.
So it looks like we just got bought again. We're now Big Artificial Intelligence Insurance. And I've just been named the CEO. Long live the algorithm, baby.
What?
Feel like your insurance is getting more robotic by the day? Call Lilliard Insurance. Real people, local office.
This edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by the Lilliard Insurance Agency. Real people with real service and real value. And we've got a real good time for a Patrick Sideline report. Craig Heatherly, young man, what have you gleaned from the first 3 quarters of this one?
I couldn't quite hear you there, Chuck. The band is lively.
What have you gleaned from the first 3 quarters of this one?
You know, the first and the third quarter for Bremen were very similar. In that first quarter, half of their possessions were turnovers. Same thing in that third quarter. They just could not get into a rhythm offensively. But for Triton, one thing they're doing often is taking and making mid-range jump shots, which you don't see a whole lot of in today's game.
Usually the analytics frown on that. They do not frown on that inbound play to Brady Wood, who has 9 tonight. And it's another night of good balance for the Trojans. Swanson with 12, Wood with 9, Patrick with 7. Fourth quarter being brought to us by our friends at Michiana Contracting. Riley Tiener shuffles it off to Miller, and a push-off foul is called on Gage Riffle.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. Triton's lead was only 7 points. Now it's already up to 11 here, just 20 seconds into the fourth. Bellman Oil in Bremen is your one-stop shop for all your fuel and lubricant needs as a local family-owned business. Bellman Oil offers 50 years of experience to keep your equipment fueled up and running smoothly. For quality and reliability, visit BellmanOil.com. Go Lions. You take a look at the replay brought to you by Springer Dental Care of Bremen.
And it'll send Maddox Hickman to the line, 57% free throw shooter. His free throw sponsored by Noonamaker Coin Shop. And the first point of the night for the senior, who only averages 2.5 per game.
Noonamaker's Coin Shop in Mishawaka cheers on Bremen, a family-run business since 1962. Noonamaker's deals in precious metals, coins, and currency. Noonamaker's Coin Shop, enhancing people's lives 1 ounce at a time.
A 37-27 lead for Triton. Overmeyer. Now it's Wood, the sophomore. He was the conference freshman of the year last year in the Hoosier North. Conference that Triton won the championship of this year. In fact, this is a battle of conference champions here tonight. Gage Riffle handles it up top, does the blow-by on Hickman. That leaves Wood open for 3. It's sponsored by Right Way Auto Sales. What a beautiful offensive sequence by Triton.
Now they balloon the lead up to 13, which means at this point, Bremen's going to have to get in a hurry. They only got 27 just to even the score.
Miller down the lane for 2. Bryce has 6 tonight.
That'll help. But now, here's the other problem. You got to force some turnovers here because Triton, they do such a great job of passing so they can eat away at the clock, and then they're relentless on the defensive end. Trying to come back against a team like Triton is not an easy task.
And honestly, Triton is the quicker team. And that doesn't make it any easier for Bremen either. The size advantage that Bremen has is somewhat negated by the speed of the Trojans, and there's a foul on Isaac Garber, his first.
Williams Family Chiropractic Clinic in Granger is a family-focused practice that treats newborns to professional athletes and everyone in between. They offer high-level chiropractic care, digital x-ray diagnostics, and non-surgical spinal decompression. Google Williams Family Chiropractic Clinic to learn more.
Overmeyer on the dribble. Threw it a little bit behind Patrick. But Triton just showing the poise of this veteran group here tonight. You've got seniors in Patrick, Swanson, Overmeyer, Riffle out there on the court, and they're playing like it.
Start for seniors, and
Swanson, the teardrop finds a home. He's got 14.
Swanson's been excellent in all facets here tonight.
Julian might be chatting with Mr. Heatherly after this one is over. Here's Matoli for three. That's an air ball.
Our fourth quarter is brought to you by Michiana Contracting. With more than 50 years of experience, Michiana Contracting in Plymouth has grown to one of the most comprehensive contractors in Indiana. Family-owned and locally run, Michiana Contracting is proud to support tonight's broadcast.
Patrick was looking for the backdoor cut, but it was covered well by Bremen that time. Now here's Wood. Swanson. And this is a Triton team so solid in the fundamentals. No basket, the foul called on the floor. Triton bench wants the continuation. You get a look at it here from Springer Dental Care. They may have had a case.
Springer Dental Care, voted best dental provider in Elkhart County. Get back on track with all your dental needs. See them at their Bremen location located on West Plymouth Street. Check them out at SpringerDentalCare.com. Go Lions. We got a timeout on the floor brought to you by Bellman Oil. Back after this on Sports Michiana.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Michiana area? Call McKinnis Realty, Michiana's fastest growing real estate company where service comes first, built on knowledge, care, and community. Through our Homes for Heroes program, we proudly give back to those who serve. Firefighters, law enforcement, EMTs, military, teachers, and healthcare workers, past or present, qualify for hero rewards when they buy or sell with us. Call McKinnis Realty today at 574-271-3440.
In need of an award? Call Crown Trophy of Mishawaka, the area's premier award provider. They've been serving the area since 2001 with cutting-edge exclusive products, personalized with state-of-the-art laser engraving technology. And Crown Trophy has more than just trophies. They offer corporate, sales, and retirement awards, along with personalized gifts and promotional products. Crown Trophy, nationally known, locally owned, where everyone's a winner.
And this edition of the Sports Michiana Game of the Week being brought to you by Babsco, your trusted electrical distributor. Final tonight in the Hoosier North Conference, Winnemac over Caston 48-42. Mike Springer's team playing really good ball. They're a potential sectional opponent for this Bremen team if they get past LaVille on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that is a very good sectional.
Yeah, you got Bremen, Jimtown, and Winnemac. I mean, those are three teams right there that combined for about 50 wins.
And you can't sleep on LaVille as the team you're going to have to play out of the gate if you're Bremen.
Foul is called on Maddox Hickman. That's his third. As Anj mentioned, good crowds here tonight at the Lions' Den. Nice move by Swanson down the lane. Missed the layup that time. Matoli races out of there with it. He finds Devine, and Devine will take it all the way in. Missed the shot. There was contact underneath, and a late offensive foul is called on Chase Devine. Or no, this can be called on Maddox Hickman. And Hickman quickly picks up his fourth, and that'll put Bryce Miller back into the game. You got another look at the action there on the Springer Dental Care replay.
Just no flow, really, for Bremen from the very beginning.
Part of that may be self-inflicted. A lot of it inflicted by this Triton team tonight. Nice defensive play there by Espen Simpson to knock the pass away from what would have been a sure layup for Overmeyer.
Sports Michiana's apparel is courtesy of our friends at It's Tops in Mishawaka. Clothes, office supplies, mugs. If you want to put your logo on something, odds are It's Tops can make it happen. Locally run since 1976, It's Tops gives you the personalized attention you deserve. Learn more at itstops.net.
And now Bremen has to come out and try to defend man-to-man against the spread offense of Triton. Swanson down the lane, kicks it to the corner. And a reach-in foul called on Chase Devine. Here is second. At some point, Bremen wanting to accumulate enough fouls to send Triton to the line. They've done that here. And it'll be Brady Wood going to the stripes, 72% foul shooter. Jason Groves readily admits the weakest part of their game is right here at the foul line.
Oh, good opportunity now for Triton to hit some free throws here, something that they need to work on, because if you're going to be in close games, and there is a missed one from Wood.
Brady with 12 points tonight as Jamison Swanson comes back into the game. Wood tonight with his 15th game in double figures this season. Young man with a 3.4 GPA hits the shot.
Only non-senior in the starting lineup for Triton. He's a sophomore and he leads the team in scoring, so an impressive feat in that regard.
Nice move down the lane here by Miller, but he couldn't convert. And the rebound pops into the hands of Julian Swanson. Bremen trying to apply pressure in the backcourt. Swanson unperturbed. Oh my, he has 16. Matoli at the other end. Spinning, dumping it off for Miller, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Triton, but they're going to call a foul here on Brady Wood, his third.
I'd love to take another look at that one on the Sprinter Dental Care Bremen replay if we can dial it up at the next stoppage. That was a great play by Swanson.
Here's Devine. He's been held out of double figures tonight. Miller just crashing like a bull down the lane and gets the foul called against Triton. It'll be on Wood.
We'll take a look at the Springer Dental Care Bremen replay. Julian Swanson from moments ago driving inside to give him 16 points here tonight. He's done it in every way.
If it weren't for that first quarter feed from Patrick, that would have been a candidate for the Big C Lumber play of the game. Free throw sponsored by Nunemaker's Coin Shop as Bryce Miller steps up and hits the foul shot. He's a 68% free throw shooter with 7 points tonight.
Thank you to the Wooden Peel for feeding our crew tonight. Named the 2024-2025 Pizza Marketplace Top 100 Movers and Shakers. The Wooden Peel was also previously named Best Pizza in Northern Indiana. We know why. I hope you know why. And if you don't, you better visit the Wooden Peel on Plymouth Street in Bremen to find out.
Good stuff. Here's Swanson on the drive again. He's been unstoppable tonight. 18 for Julian Swanson. Not near his career high, but awfully darn good tonight. Simpson for three. And Espen cannot connect there. And the rebound comes to Swanson. Who else? He's done a little bit of everything for the Trojans tonight.
Now they'll kill more of that clock.
And a blocking foul called against Wildauer of Bremen.
That right there kind of summarizes the night for Bremen. Even when they try to engage and get a charge, just take a look at the replay brought to you by Springer Dental Care of Bremen. They can't get it. Triton going to the free throw line.
And it'll be Landon Patrick at the line. And he hits the first. 8 points for Landon tonight. Wholesale substitutions. This is a Triton team that just has an awful lot of quickness to it and strong in every facet of the game. The one thing that they really miss is a big man that might hurt them at some point in the tournament. They don't have any player on the roster above 6'2", and really of the guys that play, there's nobody above 6 feet. As the line would say in Hoosiers, bunch of mites running off the boards. Here's Santos Rodriguez with his first basket of the night. But Swanson comes the other way in a hurry. Patrick took his eye off the ball, but a foul is called on Simpson. And it'll send Landon back to the line.
And look, Triton now has great momentum. This is going to be their 8th win in a row. They'll wrap up the regular season Friday night, hosting Knox on senior night. That will be a big night, obviously, with how many seniors are on this roster. Bremen, meanwhile, has been ranked all year long, as Chuck mentioned earlier, started 15-0. Now this will be their third straight loss. And look, there are reasons, right? We understand Divine losing 10 pounds because of the flu. There are reasons why, but the bottom line is you've lost your mojo, and you only got one more game to figure it out before you're going to have to go through LaVille, Winnemac, and Jimtown likely to win a sectional title. That won't be easy after the way they've unfortunately had this regular season come to an end.
Jack Wildauer headed to the foul line here for free throw, sponsored by Noonamaker's Coin Shop. Jack was awarded the W.B. Hawkins Award at the Bi-County Tournament for his athleticism and his academics, as well as community service. And the Triton bench will empty out here as the seniors head to the bench after a terrific night of action. 3 players in double figures tonight. Swanson with 18, Wood with 13, and Patrick with 10. Wildauer will try to complete both free throws and does, and he'll check out. The senior playing his last game here in the Lions' Den.
Well, and that's the other unfortunate thing, right? That we talked about this being the best season since 1999 for Bremen, and unfortunately on senior night, you get handled rather convincingly by one of your rivals.
Ball comes out to Levi McFarland. Now Blaze Hensley. Here's McFarland back to Hensley. That's Max Johnson in the game for the first time. Here's Jamison Swanson. We saw him earlier. McFarland tried to feed Johnson underneath, and the ball comes away to Bremen. Simpson, the freshman. Now Garber, another freshman. Isaac took it down the lane out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez battling. Dives on the floor, ball still loose, and it comes away to Triton. Trojans are going to go to 18-3 on the year as they get ready for Knox on Friday night. And it could be another 20-win season down in Bourbon if they beat both Knox and Trinity Academy in the sectional opener. Here's Simpson with the layup, and he was fouled, colliding into Chris Skibby, our photographer, down at the other end. We'll get another look here from the Sprinter Dental Care Bremen replay. Simpson's okay, Skibby undefiled. So Simpson will go to the line, try to tie his career high, and he does. 7 for the freshman. 13-point Triton lead with 35 seconds left. And the 79th chapter of this Marshall County rivalry that dates back to 1964 is almost written. Hensley got away with a walk. Here's a 3 on the way that rattles out from Jaden Arnett. Garber kicks it outside. And Triton folks rubbing a little salt in the wound, saying just like football, as this one comes to an end. The Triton Trojans victorious over their rivals, the Bremen Lions, tonight by a count of 50-37. When we come back, we'll talk to our Reliance player of the game and have our Big C Lumber play of the game on the Ferret Custom Bowl Forming postgame show next on Sports Michiana. This edition of the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week being brought to you by Tom's Car Care Center, the Coffee Spot Cafe, and the Waterworks Car Wash. 3 great services in one great place. Time to get underway with our Ferret Custom Roll Forming postgame show. We'll start with our Reliance Player of the Game. He is standing by now with Craig Heatherly.
All right, we're here with the Player of the Game, Julian Swanson. Congratulations. You guys were in control of this game since the very beginning. What was working so well for you guys?
I mean, we wanted to space them out and take advantage of guard play, and we did a pretty good job of that. We wanted to limit them inside, and they didn't get a whole lot inside, and we wanted to limit Divine, and he didn't have a great game, so I think we did well on that end.
You impacted this game in a lot of different areas. Rebounding, your size, your strength, your ability to get to the basket, make some tough shots. What is it that you bring to this team day in and day out?
I mean, I've been starting since freshman year, so I think I bring experience, and I try to control the game if it's getting crazy like today, and I just try to do whatever I can offensively, defensively to help the team.
A win like this, you're now 18-3, heading towards tournament time. What does a win like this do for the team, confidence-wise?
I mean, it definitely gives us confidence for competition we're going to have to play. It's a really good team, and you're going to have to beat really good teams in the postseason, so I think that's preparing us well.
Well, thanks for doing this, and congratulations on the game.
Thank you.
Chuck, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Craig. Julian Swanson, our Reliance Player of the Game. Time now for our Big C Lumber Play of the Game. Normally, it's a play that might happen late in the game, a decisive thing. This was a piece of French pastry served up right away.
Landon Patrick, the steal, the nice behind-the-back pass, and what a job here by Landon Patrick, who did a little bit of everything on this night as well. And then Brady Wood, the sophomore, finishing it off with the bucket. You know, we said from start to finish it was Triton, and right there you see it on the Big C Lumber Big Play of the Game right from the start. It was all Triton right there, and the Trojans 18-3 now in the season, and they avenge one of the 3 losses. That's a great thing. They lost to Bremen in the Bi-County tournament, so now they avenge one of those 3 losses. A lot of momentum certainly here for the Lions as they head into the postseason.
Well, for the Trojans. For the Lions right now, not a whole lot of momentum at all. They've lost 3 in a row. They got to try to get their mojo back. If they can get the health of Chase Divine back, that should probably go a long way towards doing that. Might be able to rebuild things at Culver, but then trying to get some confidence back as they go into a very rugged sectional at LaVille.
Yeah, they had about as bad of a draw as you could possibly have. They're going to play the 3 best teams in that sectional besides themselves if they want to win a sectional championship. So they're going to have to earn it next week, and they've got to get back that mojo this week before they get to next Tuesday.
And as for us, where will we be for the sectional? How about Northside Gym in Elkhart to start things off, as we will have the semifinal games on Friday night from Northside Gym. That means Elkhart and Warsaw in the opener. Lions won the first one at that one, and then in the nightcap, we'll get a chance to see that powerful Northridge team take on the winner of Tuesday night's game between Goshen and Concord. If it's Goshen, the Raiders will be hungry because that's the only L that Northridge has had this year coming at the hands of the Redhawks back in December. Should be a fun week. And then if you saw that schedule, paid attention, you saw we'll be at the championship game of the Mishawaka sectional that Saturday night. So a nice little break for our crew to kind of refresh before we go down the stretch in the tournament trail. And our thanks to our Sports Michiana crew, who did another wonderful job of bringing you this one, led by the G-Man, Gary Martin, Tony Beltran, punching the buttons in there, Deron Gray making sure you get all the great Springer Dental Care replays, and then on the cameras, Chris Skibby, Michael Weens, and Luke McDowell, a cast of 6, like no other. The dirty half dozen, we'd like to call them. A reminder, our next broadcast on Sports Michiana comes your way from Northside Gym in Elkhart. Friday night, March 6th, we'll have the semifinals of the Elkhart sectional. Elkhart and Warsaw, followed by Northridge taking on either Goshen or Concord. And we do hope you'll join us then. Now for my broadcast partners, Craig Heatherly and Angelo DiCarlo, it's Chuck Freeby. Once again, the final from the Lions Den. Triton 50, Bremen 37. So long from Mint City. The preceding has been a presentation of Sports Michiana. watching the Sports Michiana High School Game of the Week. Brought to you by Tony Letcher Health Markets, Tire Rack, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, Big C Lumber, Barrett Custom Roll Forming, McInnes Realty, Patrick, Reliance, the Lulliard Insurance Agency, the St. Joseph County Police Department, Babsco, Tom's Car Care Center, and these great sponsors. Support us by supporting them.